Let's get started. My name is Nico Shashi. I'm the CEO of SONCIEL, which is Society of Nurse Scientists, Innovators, Entrepreneurs, and Leaders, one of the co-organizers of the NurseHack4Health program. It's been an immense pleasure and honor to work in partnership with Johnson & Johnson and Microsoft over the past nearly 7 years, offering NurseHack4Health events. So thank you all for joining us, and happy happy Nurses Month, International Nurses Week, Nurses Week. We celebrate nurses every day because you certainly most deserve it. And we're excited to share details surrounding our 2026 NurseHack4Health Pitch-A-Thon and a few updates, which are all good news. But before we get started, I do want to turn it over to my colleagues who are also here on the call to introduce themselves. So Peggy, I have you in the box here. Would you like to?
Good day. I am Peggy Berkery. I am the Global Nursing Initiative Manager for Johnson & Johnson. I work very closely with SONCIEL, but part of the overall global campaign for J&J and the nursing profession.
Thank you, Peggy. I see Michelle.
Hello, I'm Michelle Morgan. I lead the nursing work for Johnson & Johnson on the same global health equity team that Peggy mentioned. Very excited to be here today. Apologies for not being on camera, but look forward to the conversation and any questions you all might have.
Thank you, Michelle. Mary Lou? Oh, you're on mute, Mary Lou.
Try that again. Thank you. Hi, everyone. I'm Mary Lou Ackerman. I'm the current president of SONCIEL, and this is always my favorite time of year as we start to kick off the readiness for the Pitch-A-Thon. It's a great reflection of all of the wonderful outcomes of the hackathons that we've held over the past year to bring forward these ideas. So can't wait till the fall when we hear more about all of them, but want to wish you all good luck in your adventure. And Olivia, if you want to reach out, I'd be happy to hear your pitch and help you work through that as well.
Thanks, Mary Lou. Olga?
Thank you. Hello, everyone. I'm Olga Kagan. I'm the current president-elect of SONCIEL. I've been with SONCIEL since 2019, since their inaugural hackathon in person in New Brunswick, New Jersey. So that's an exciting time that we are now more global and see so many more teams and faces that are joining us across the globe. So I am wishing you all good luck and can't wait to see what you produce.
Thank you, Olga. Lucas?
Everybody, I am Lucas Garcham. I am the Director of Innovation for SONCIEL. I am really happy to be here and see you all here coming to the leading global nursing innovation program. So good luck to all of you, and we are really, really happy and excited to have you all here with us.
Thank you, Lucas. All right, so let me kick it off. I'll share screen here. We did want to change it up in terms of the info session to give you a little bit of some insight in terms of what has taken place over the past few years. So just bear with me for one moment as I share screen. This is a rather short video, but it is highlighting our 2024 Grant Fund awardee, based in Ghana. So hopefully you can all see and
Hi, Gifty.
Are you ready?
I am ready.
I can't wait to see you in Ghana.
I can't wait to see you too. Travel safe. Gifty and I were both born in Ghana. We trained as nurses in the US, and now we feel compelled to take everything that we've learned back home. I came to the US to study business administration, but I came across a Johnson & Johnson poster that said, "Be a nurse, join the ones who dare to care." And instantly I felt a calling
We are naturally born innovators. We always trying to find solutions to problems that are surrounding us during patient care. So my sister-in-law passed away June of 2012 during her pregnancy. It kind of sparked a light in me. Being a nurse also, what can I do? And so we started brainstorming ideas. What can we do to help with maternal health? How can we ensure that women have access to cardiac scans?
And so by using this portable, affordable ultrasound device, we aim to close the gap in healthcare access for pregnant women in rural and underserved areas to ensure that we are detecting heart disease when it occurs during pregnancy.
I believe nurses intuitively have a lot of grit and are fierce advocates again for their patients. And so that's all the characteristics of an innovator. The NurseHack4Health program allows the attendees to identify the problems in healthcare. We give nurses all over the world a voice, and this is sort of a formal pathway to do that. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the NurseHack4Health Pitch-A-Thon.
I was really nervous about competing for this grant because my whole team was counting on me to deliver.
We think that our approach has the potential to cut the maternal mortality rate in Ghana by half, and this solution can also be scaled up to other African countries as well.
I am honored to share that the Ghana Diaspora Nursing Alliance is our winner for the NurseHack4Health. So congratulations to the team.
The moment we won the NurseHack4Health, it was incredible. I knew my life has just changed.
It's really critical to match nurse innovators with the entire ecosystem. It's one thing to have an idea, but you actually have to build it out and think about who's going to pay for this. So they really need to learn the entire ecosystem, and that's what we're trying to provide through the NurseHack4Health program.
Having this opportunity to partner with Johnson & Johnson and take our ideas from a dream to reality has been really empowering.
In Ghana, there's a huge number of midwives. So we are going to start the project in Teaching Hospital in Accra. The plan is to expand to the rural areas where access are limited. You bring in the device close to the patient or meeting the patient. It's incredible to start seeing a small idea that I had in my head starting to grow.
And now the work begins. And so we're excited that we're actually here in Ghana. We're meeting the midwives in person. We're telling them about Mama CBD. We're showing them the device.
Going through the training and gaining the skill makes it better in offering quality care for our patients. And because it's on a smartphone, I can easily send it to a specialist who can quickly give me feedback. Part of quality healthcare is early detection, early access to healthcare.
For me, it's very important because the way I was having the palpitation, I was scared. I'll be 9 months on Wednesday.
It gives me confidence knowing that there is nothing wrong with me and my baby too is okay.
It's so important to be able to give back, but also mentor other nurses. NurseHack4Health, I would say, has made me more courageous It's opened my eyes to the possibilities when it comes to nurses as innovators.
Apologies for the slight delay there, but I hope that you all have that flame of innovation ignited within you after seeing that inspiring video that was pulled together by Johnson & Johnson in celebration of Caring with Courage, which was debuted in ICN Congress in Helsinki last year. Just a little bit more information about the team. They are in their second year of implementing and have really provided livelihood to the nurses and midwives in Ghana. It is an extremely amazing innovation that has transformed the workforce within their country, but ultimately the better care for the patients that they serve. So let's get started into our information session. So our agenda today will provide you an overview of the NurseHack4Health program. What exactly is a Pitch-A-Thon? The key activities that are part of the entire process, what education and support is offered, in addition to the pitch flow, and then we'll open up for Q&A for any questions that you may have. So what is NurseHack4Health? Our mission is simple. It's really to unleash the power of nurses as innovative leaders and problem solvers to address the world's most pressing healthcare challenges, as you have seen from the video. Our theme for this year, again, is take it apart, fix it and build it better, with a focus in creating a thriving nursing workforce, healthier work environment, and better patient care. The underlying magic of NurseHack4Health is that it's nurse-led innovation. These are interdisciplinary teams, but the team is ultimately led by the nurse. We utilize the design thinking methodology that is focused in human-centered design. We celebrate diverse perspectives and are proud that these are inclusive global events that are open to all, free applications, again, interdisciplinary teams, and global. And it is a community that is both supportive, educational, and we provide coaching as well as mentors in the forms of volunteers to support you through your pathways. Over our past 6 years of NurseHack4Health, we've had over 7,000 nurse participants from 72 countries. Over 1,200 hacking hours. As of 2 weeks ago, we completed our 20th event for the NurseHack4Health, and there's been over $1 million in grant funding thanks to the Johnson & Johnson Foundation for these nurse-led solutions. So what exactly is a Pitch-A-Thon? Well, it really breaks down into 3 steps: teamwork, innovation, and all that is nurse-led. So we're empowering nurse-led interdisciplinary teams to ideate, create solutions, and pitch their ideas that directly address healthier work environments, thriving nursing workforce, as well as better patient care. And these teams have the opportunity to receive up to $400,000 in funding to bring these ideas to life. Something we are very proud and thank the Johnson & Johnson and Johnson & Johnson Foundation teams for providing the grant funding to support these nurse-led innovations. So why should health systems, nursing organizations, as well as nurse-founded startups participate in this program? Well, one, it's really to solve for those foundational challenges, right? So creating a thriving workforce, healthier work environment, as well as better patient outcomes. It also provides an opportunity for ideating and generating new relationships and ideas across your organization, hence the importance of an interdisciplinary team. And lastly, the opportunity for a Pitch-A-Thon finalist to receive up to $400,000 in funding to bring those ideas to life. This year, we have 3 tracks to provide various opportunities for different organizations to compete for that grant funding. Track 1 is up to $225,000 for health systems and nursing organizations from high-resource countries. Again, this is open globally. Track 2, up to $175,000 for health systems and nursing organizations from low to mid-resource countries. And then lastly, $35,000 in direct funding for US-based nurse-founded startups. And that is restricted to the United States only. So who is eligible to participate in Track 1? Again, global health systems and nursing organizations that must be either a 501c3 or a global equivalent, nonprofit or charity organization, or that with a fiscal sponsor. They must be from a high-resource country, and we do have a country resource guide, which is available on the NurseHack4Health website. In fact, we do have an entire resource toolkit, which is downloadable, that provides you these resources to bring back to identify which track, letter support for your leadership, amongst other, into to bringing your application to life. Those organizations must be in operation for a minimum of 1 year. Again, they must be nurse-led interdisciplinary teams from the same organization. So this may include other nurses, nurse leaders. You can include nursing students, your grant funding office, other health system, care professionals, designers, executives, human resources, IT professionals, really anyone from within your organization that has a passion for innovation. And that innovation must create a thriving workforce, healthier work environment, and or better patient care in alignment with our Pitch-A-Thon objectives. For Track 2, similar to Track 1, these are for global health systems and nursing organizations that are nonprofit or charity status or have a fiscal sponsor, but they must be from that low or middle resource country as defined by our resource guide, which is available, in operation for a minimum of 1 year. And once again, they must be nurse-led interdisciplinary teams with anyone passionate about innovation within that same organization with the same objectives and alignment for our Pitch-A-Thon overall. For Track 3, this is for our US-based nurse-founded startups. They must be registered in the United States with a valid bank account. They must have less than $50,000 in capital. Once again, it must be nurse-led, and the innovation must be aligned with our Pitch-A-Thon objectives. This is our the 2026 Pitch-A-Thon application process. Applications should open on May 1st. We will kick off our Live Innovation Academy between June and September of this year. Final proposals will be due on September 21st at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. And then finalists that are selected to move forward to our Innovation Accelerator program will be notified by October 9th. This is a breakdown for those that are selected as finalists. Once notified on October 9th, you'll be paired with a coach for the Innovation Accelerator from October 12th to November 6th. This is where you'll be working with them on pressure testing your innovations, really diving deep into into creating a detailed year 1 budget for the implementation of your innovation. You'll be practicing your pitches, and then they will also support you with submitting your full grant application to SANCIEL by October 30th. On November 12th, we'll have our live virtual Pitch-A-Thon event where those finalist teams will do their live pitch, and the awardees will compete for $400,000 in grant funding to bring those ideas to life. To support you throughout the entire event, we do have our information session, so thank you again for joining us today. We have the QR code in the top right corner that you can scan, which will take you to our schedule page where you'll be able to sign up at any point in time to join us at our future events. We do have today's session, June 2nd at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. Again, we will also have on September 15th at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. Again, these recordings will be posted on the NurseHack4Health website, so you do have access to at any point in time. In terms of our Live Innovation Academy, which also includes an information session, by scanning the QR code, you can also register for these. Our first session will be on design thinking on June 25th. Then we will have a dual session on July 13th for AI prompting and AI solutioning with our partners from Microsoft. We will also have a budget and competitive analysis session on August 4th, and that's in partnership with our colleagues from Drexel University Close School of Entrepreneurship. And then finally, crafting the perfect pitch to making sure that your application and your pitch decks are ready to be submitted on August 25th from 12 to 1 p.m. Eastern Time. We also have a 3-part asynchronous course, Innovation Academy, which is available at any given time, which covers design thinking, crafting the perfect pitch, as well as essentials of AI for nurses. We are currently innovating on providing you additional resources with a revamped Asynchronous Innovation Academy, which should be live by the beginning of next month. So for those of you that are joining us here, you will also receive an email with that information once it has gone live on the NurseHack4Health website. We also have office hours by appointment available at any time. Please either use the QR code here or use the link nursehack4health.org/schedule. If you do require any support at any given time throughout the process, please do not hesitate to contact us. The team is here to support you on your innovation journey. We'll make sure that we drop these links in the chat so they're easily available for you to save on your computers. Again, we have a group of mentors and coaches that are also available through our office hours, whether you need designers, if you need pitch support, if you need other healthcare experts, engineers, business or technologists to support your innovation. Please, when filling out your form for the office hours, you include what type of support you need so we can connect you to those appropriate individuals for that session. Now we'll go over the pitch flow. We do have a pitch template, which is also one of the key resources available for download. It is mandatory to use. You'll see that there are already set slides in there. All you have to do is just remove the recommendations and input your information. So we tried to keep it as easy and simple in terms of process for you to be able to complete your pitch decks. You'll be starting off with your story. So bring that story to life in the problem that you're trying to solve. Then you'll move into your problem statement with identifying the problem and your recommendation, why you're focusing on solving it and why it's important. Then you'll move into your solution and highlighting their key activities and impacts that it will have. You'll highlight the competitive space. So you'll be looking at your competitive landscape, how others are focused on solving this problem, and ultimately how your innovation is greater at solving that problem. The impact. So you'll give color to the potential impact your solution can have on the nursing workforce and patients, such, for example, how many nurses will ultimately utilize within your health system or your organization? How many patients' lives will be touched by your innovation? Then you'll move into the financial budget, and this will be the breakdown of the full amount of funding that you're requesting. Again, that will vary dependent on your track that you're applying for. So either $225,000 for track 1, $175,000 for track 2, or $35,000 for track 3. We do request that you only ask for the amount of funding that is necessary and required for you to actually implement your innovation. In the event that there is extra funding left over, in the past, we have been able to provide some seed funding for a second awardee to be able to start working on their innovation. Again, we'll be sharing these resources with you, so you'll have all this information to guide you throughout the application process. Next, we have sustainability, and this is a really key focus of ours. So describing the organizational investment and resources from within your hospital or health system or organization. We're looking for executive leadership support. So thinking of your chief nursing officer, other C-suite executives that are there to support you. What type of in-kind investment and resources is that organization providing you, whether it's time to be able to work on your solution, whether it's external resources or internal resources. So that's the area that you'll really highlight and bring that to life. Then you'll have your team. So these are your bragging rights, introducing your team and why your group will be successful in implementing your solution. And then lastly, your closing, reiterating the importance and the value of your innovative solution. So our ask today is that you think about a critical high impact problem that needs to be solved. So what could your health system, organization, or startup solve for? Attend the Innovation Academy. Again, we'll be dropping the links in the chat shortly, so you can easily schedule those over the course of the next couple of months and learn from the experts and build your competencies in innovation. Don't forget to apply. Also, inspire people from within your organization to form a team or apply as a nurse-founded startup. Again, those applications must be submitted by September 21st at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. As an organization, there is no limit on the applications that you submit. However, as the individual nurse lead, we will request, there is a good amount of work that does go into the preparation of your application. So please be cognizant in terms of how much availability that you have with your individual application that you are submitting. And then lastly, spread the word and follow on social media. So let your network know about the NurseHack4Health Pitch-A-Thon and encourage them to participate. Share content and chime in with your thoughts and experience by following hashtag NurseHack4Health. For more information, again, we have our website, nursehack4health.org, with those resources available for download to support you. Pitch-A-Thons are still relatively new concepts to many people. So if you're looking for additional background information, such as the video that we shared, you can visit the nursing.jnj.com/nurse-hack-4-health, where they have stories as well as their notes on nursing. We have the allinforhealthcare.org/grantees with a grantee spotlight for the past years of running the NurseHack4Health Pitch-A-Thon. And then lastly, the link to the BBC film Caring with Courage for the GDNA 2024 awardee maternal care in Ghana. So I will stop here. I recognize that it is a lot of information, but I would like to open it up for questions to our attendees today. I see that we have a question in the chat. How many awardees are chosen for each category? Ian, great question. That will be dependent on the amount that is being requested for the innovation. So for example, if a high resource country applicant is requesting the full funding, and they were to be selected as the awardee, that team would receive the full funding, and so it would only be one awardee. If there were two applicants that were requesting $110,000 each, then we would be able to move on and select a second awardee. So it could be dependent of three, one for each track, or multiple awardees for track, depending on the funding amount that is being requested. Kim?
Hi, Nico. So if we're trying to kind of narrow down what our problem is, I put in the general to just kind of request time with someone. Is that what we should be doing, just to kind of help gather our thoughts and where we want to head? Yeah. Okay.
Yes, that's perfect.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you have multiple problems in your mind that you're experiencing, that you're not sure which one to move forward with, please use the general inquiry request to set up an office hour, and we're more than happy to work with you to really narrow down, dive down deep, into the problem that you'll ultimately be moving forward with. Yes, Lindra.
Hi, thank you. Thank you for this. So I actually have three questions. One, for track 3, does your nurse startup need to be a 501c3?
No, it does not need to be a 501c3.
It does not. Okay. And then 2, and this is just a slide deck question. So I see that you guys you provide the slide deck. Does our presentation need to be placed on, we need to use the slide deck provided, or is that really just a guide?
No, you must use the slide template that is provided.
Okay. And last question, if my organization is the fiscal sponsor as a nonprofit for another group, you mentioned that there's no limit as to amount of applications. Can we apply as the fiscal sponsor for an organization and then also apply as our own entity as well? Is that what you meant?
Yes. So, for example, if The organization that are you with a nurse startup?
Yes.
Okay. So as a for-profit entity, you would fall under the category of track 3. However, if you are working with a nonprofit entity and they're going to be your fiscal sponsor, is that what you're stating?
So I have a for-profit entity and then I also have a nonprofit. And as a nonprofit entity, we are the fiscal sponsor of another organization, which I'm considering that this organization would be a great fit to apply for this particular grant. So for the Pitch-A-Thon, so I'm asking if I was to apply, my for-profit business was to apply, and then also if the nonprofit business applies as the fiscal sponsor for the secondary organization, would that be rejected? Like, I wouldn't want to forfeit them from this opportunity because it looks like we submitted twice.
Understood. No, it would not be rejected because you would ultimately fall at different tracks. So the for-profit for track 3, and then your nonprofit, which would serve as a fiscal sponsor, would fall, if they're based in the United States, under track 1.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Deanna?
Good evening, everyone. It's evening here in Kenya.
Good evening.
So I wanted to ask about a local NGO and the entity that we can use to apply for this. We are a local NGO. We do not have any sponsoring organization. We are purely local NGO.
Deanna, is your NGO registered with the registrar in Kenya as an NGO or a charity or a charitable organization?
It is registered here in Kenya.
Okay, then that's perfect. So you would be eligible to apply.
Of the 3 categories, which category would I be applying for?
One moment. I believe it would be track 2 for Kenya. I'm just pulling up the resource guide now. Yes, Kenya would fall under track 2.
Track 2. Thank you so much. I just wanted to be sure.
You're welcome, Deanna. And you'll see when you enter into the application portal, you will be requested to upload documentation. So it is requested that you will also upload either your NGO charity status document into the portal along with your application to be verified. And that goes for regardless of the track that you are applying for.
Thank you so much. That is the official registration documents of the organization.
Correct.
Excellent. Excellent. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Terry, I see that in the chat, how about public elementary school in the US? That would be track 1 as a public institution. I didn't realize this is our first information session, so questions may arise, whether reviewing the recording or the documentation on the website, but please do not hesitate to reach out to us. We did drop in the chat the direct email for the support at nursehack4health.org. And again, also on the NurseHack4Health website, under the schedule tab, you can select to join us for office hours so we can answer any of the questions that you may have. I see that, Michelle. Is participation in the Innovation Academy required? No, it is not required. However, we do highly recommend attending the Innovation Academy, those live sessions from June through September. And the reason why is that Each session that we offer is going to help you build your application over the time. So design thinking. So if you're still unsure about what problem you want to dive deep into to solve for, we'll teach you that process and what tools are readily available to support you with that. If you're looking to incorporate technology and the use of whether generative AI or AI in general, the Microsoft team has those 2 sessions to help support you as well. If you are not familiar with pulling together a budget or a competitive analysis, we also have that session. And lastly, one that is specifically designed to help you complete your pitch template that we provide you with. You're welcome. Any additional questions? I see. Tammy, in terms of the pitch timing, for the application process, there is no timing. However, that it is limited to 14 slides. If you are selected as a finalist, you'll be provided with an updated template to utilize, and your coach will mentor you with the ultimate timing that will be required for that live pitch. I believe last year was a total of 6 minutes for the teams to pitch, with 3 minutes of feedback from the judges for each of those attendees. Ebenezer, do you require track records of charities within a nation to be eligible for application, or does that not count? Could you explain that, Ebenezer, for us, please? Feel free to jump off of mute.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. So I think what I wanted to understand is if you are a registered charity, for instance, in Ghana, in the application, are there places that you have to upload evidence of what you've been doing over the years? Does that count as part of judging who to give something to? Yeah, that's what I wanted to be sure of.
No, so you do not need to provide other proofs of concept. With the application regarding your organization that you're applying on behalf of, we require the legal document within your country be uploaded for verification.
That's clear. Thank you.
You're welcome. Adelgis?
Hello, everyone. Thank you. I just have a few questions just for more clarification. So we are an NGO located in Guatemala, and we actually work in the health field. I'm just wondering if we will fit in track number 2.
Excellent, and thank you for joining us. I am just verifying in our document here. Guatemala would fall under track 2, correct?
Okay, thank you. And the other question is, for example, well, we are going to follow the template that you are going to provide us. We are going to submit and to write down all the information related to the project that we are going to propose. And you were talking about certain classes or extra sessions that you can provide from June to August. Is this mandatory or is just extra help for us to write down correctly the proposal we are going to submit to you?
Excellent question. They are not mandatory. However, we highly recommend participating and joining. They will be recorded, so if you cannot make all of them, we will put those live on the NurseHack4Health website, but they are designed to support you through the entire process.
Oh, okay. Okay, that was great. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yes, Ebenezer, please.
Yes, thank you once again. So I think I did not catch that from track 3. If you are, let's say, a student here in the US, for instance, in a PhD program, PhD in nursing, and then you want to organize a team from your school to pitch an idea. Does it require me to be a registered nurse here in the US, or once I'm a nurse and then I'm doing a PhD program in nursing, I can qualify for that?
Okay, so for interesting situation, okay. So if you are organizing on behalf of a university and your team is from the same university, you would need to seek permission from that university. And wherever that university, if it's based in the United States, that would fall under a track 1 category. If you were not doing it through the university, so there were not going to be any resources, the time was not going to be made within the university for your group to develop and implement the solution, and you wanted to go the nurse entrepreneur route, as long as it was a company that you're going to register or is registered in the United States, then that would fall under track 3. Any additional questions? No? Wonderful. Please do not hesitate, once again, to reach out to us at any point in time with any questions that may come to mind, or as you're looking through the application platform or the resources that are available on the website. The entire team here is to support. And Tammy, I do see that you have your hand up, please.
Yes, hi. Sorry to come in as you're closing,
No, you're
but
fine.
okay. Is there some place that we can watch the previous pitches?
Yes. So if you do go to YouTube and you search for our NurseHack4Health channel, you will see past pitches made available there.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Excellent. Well, oh, yes, Deanna, please.
Thank you. Kindly share this presentation with us.
Yes, we will have the recording sent out, so you will have access to it, and it will also be placed on the NurseHack4Health website.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Well, if there are no additional questions, once again, on behalf of the NurseHack4Health team, I want to thank you all for taking the time to join us today. We're excited to see your applications come through, and please, anything that we can to support your innovation journey, please do reach out to us, and we look forward to seeing you all at a future session. Happy Nurses Month. Be well, everyone.
Thank you.